Welcome back to Silent Conspiracy. Tonight, we expose a scam that has destroyed lives across India for over 2 decades, a scheme so insidious, it transforms victims into recruiters, friends into prey, and dreams of wealth into financial ruin. Picture this. You're scrolling through Instagram when an old school friend messages you, flashing photos of luxury watches, designer bags, and exotic vacations. Want to know my secret? They ask. Within days, you've paid 1.5 lakh to join a business opportunity that promises passive income. But instead of products to sell, you're given a contact list and told to recruit others, your family, friends, even strangers on dating apps. Welcome to QNET, a Hong Kong-based multi-level marketing empire that has operated under various names since 1998, duping an estimated 30 lakh people across India and routing over 2,000 crore through shell companies. Tonight, we unravel how QNET's pyramid scheme destroyed families, drove victims to suicide, and why, despite multiple arrests, frozen bank accounts, and government investigations spanning decades, the company continues to operate and claim legitimacy. QNET Ltd was founded in 1998 in Hong Kong by businessmen Vijay S. Warren and Joseph Bismarck, originally called Gold Quest, then QNET. The company began by selling custom-commissioned, commemorative coins before expanding into jewelry, watches, wellness products, and vacation packages. By 2002, QNET had spread to India, UAE, Indonesia, Thailand, Australia, and Eastern Europe, using its association with prestigious events, distributing official coins for the 2000 Sydney Olympics, 2002 FIFA World Cup, and 2004 Athens Olympics to build credibility. The business model was deceptively simple. Independent representatives IRS would purchase products and earn commissions by recruiting others to do the same. QNET called it direct selling, but investigators across multiple countries would later classify it as a binary pyramid scheme where profits come not from selling products to external customers, but from recruiting an ever-expanding base of new members. The recruitment process followed a sophisticated psychological playbook. Ria from Hyderabad experienced it firsthand in 2019, after her father's shoe shop closed. She received a Facebook message from someone claiming to be a friend of her trusted school friend, offering a business opportunity. She took out a loan to pay the 1.5 lakh enrollment fee, believing she was starting a legitimate e-commerce business. But once enrolled, Ria discovered the real agenda wasn't selling products, it was recruiting. They wanted me to write a list of all the people I know from my contact list, she recalls. I asked why. Then they immediately said, if you want to sell the product, you have to first build your network. The tactics became increasingly disturbing. Ria was instructed to create fake social media profiles showing luxury she couldn't afford, stage photo shoots with borrowed Gucci bags and designer watches, use dating apps like Tinder and Bumble to attract male targets, exploit family relationships by making relatives part of the scheme when he said you should attract men. That was the red flag for me, Ria explains. The realization that she had probably been a name on her school friend's contact list, just another target, devastated her. Rag, an IT worker, underwent similar manipulation. He was photographed wearing expensive watches he didn't own, creating the illusion of wealth on Instagram to lure his own contacts. The shame of realizing he'd been tricked, combined with losing his savings, drove him to dark places. I couldn't eat food properly. I couldn't talk to my own parents, my own siblings, my own close friends, he says. I felt ashamed of what I did. He contemplated suicide. QNET's operations bore hallmarks of cult indoctrination. Large meetings and Zoom calls during the pandemic involved chanting mantras and dancing. Members were encouraged to confide in QNET agents over their own families and treated harshly if they questioned the scheme or tried to leave. Ria describes how senior agents in WhatsApp groups with hundreds of people would single out individuals and berate them publicly. They call out your name and say, "You're fit for nothing, just go die." She sank into deep depression that took a year to overcome, feeling paranoid, afraid, and unable to work. The scheme specifically targeted vulnerable people. They target people who are vulnerable, who are weak, who are already down, Ria says. If you're doing well in your life, if you're earning well enough, and if you're all settled, and you're happy with what you have, nobody would reach out to you. By 2023, India's Enforcement Directorate revealed shocking findings. Vihan Direct Selling India Private Limited, QNET's master franchise in India, it duped a huge number of innocent investors by routing funds through shell companies and dummy proprietorships. While Mumbai police estimated proceeds of crime at 400 crore, ED investigations revealed over 2,000 crore had been routed through these entities. On January 17, 2023, ED conducted searches across Mumbai, Bengaluru, and Chennai, freezing 36 bank accounts containing over 90 crore. The agency stated that investors were duped without informing them the nature of business and the details of utilization of their invested money. Police Commissioner V.C. Sayanor noted that the pandemic accelerated QNET's damage. Earlier, they used to conduct physical meetings. Now, because of COVID, it has become all online, and we queue and even know where the meeting is happening or who is conducting it. It's a very, very closed group. Law enforcement across India launched multiple crackdowns. Mumbai 2013. The Economic Offences Wing arrested 8 QNET team leaders who received commissions ranging from 40 Lakh to 2.5 crore in the pyramid scheme. Bank accounts were frozen, and investigations revealed systematic fraud. Hyderabad 2023. Central Crime Station Police arrested accused involved in fraudulent marketing practices. Initially, 4 cases were registered at Mahankali Police Station, later transferred to CCS, where crime numbers 108, 109, 110, and 184 to 1023 were filed against 12 accused who established a bogus company called V Empire. The accused conducted motivation classes, promising monthly returns of 20,000 to 60,000 based on investments of 50,000 to 1.5 lakh. Investigation revealed 163 victims with collective losses of 3 crore and 35 bank accounts containing 54 crore were frozen. Nationwide, a massive crackdown across 4 states resulted in 57 arrests connected to QNET's Vihan direct selling operations. Police raided Bengaluru offices, seizing assets and freezing 22.7 crore. The most high-profile case involved Michael Ferreira, 4-time world billiards champion and Padma Bhushan awardee, who owned 80% shares in Vihan Direct Selling India. In 2017, he and partner Malcolm Desai, holding 20% shares, were arrested in the alleged 1,000 crore QNET case. Both spent 6 months in jail before the Supreme Court granted them bail and stayed all 19 FIRs, halting investigations across the country. The Supreme Court appeared sympathetic to their argument that the business complied with 2016 guidelines on direct selling issued by the Consumer Affairs Ministry and that India lacked an express regulatory framework distinguishing legitimate direct selling from pyramid schemes. Products high price, no value. A key element of QNET's operation involves selling products to justify the business label. But investigators and victims consistently reported these products were worthless. Items of no quality but with high prices, no service centers in India. Defective products had to be shipped to Dubai at the victim's expense. Products included gold, diamonds, and luxury watches that victims either never received or found to be substandard quality in. One 2025 case in Greater Noida. 8 QNET operatives were arrested for duping investors with promises of becoming millionaires. Victims paid 1.5 lakh to purchase fake luxury goods. With payments collected in dollars or bitcoins during Google Meet sessions. When investors failed to profit, they were pressured to buy more products and even offered fake loans to continue investing. One of QNET's most cynical tactics involved hiding its refund policy from new recruits. The company offered a 30-day refund window, but this information was deliberately kept secret to lock the new person into the scheme. By the time most victims realized they'd been scammed, the window had closed, leaving them with worthless products and the pressure to recruit others to recoup their losses. Between 2013 to 2018, the Serious Fraud Investigation Office (SFIO) received 12 complaints against QNET, forwarding them to registrars of companies for action. The Ministry of Corporate Affairs ordered investigations into Gold Quest International PVT Limited and QuestNet Enterprises India PVT Ltd in 2010. With SFIO completing its report in 2012, prosecutions were filed against the companies and directors, though cases remain pending at various stages. The Bombay High Court in 2016 rejected anticipatory bail for 5 QNET accused, observing that it is a chain where a person is fooled and then he is trained to fool others to earn money. The court recognized the fundamental pyramid structure where victims become perpetrators. QNET's operations extend far beyond India. A recent 2025 case in Liberia saw 3 QNET Infinity Millennial Liberia employees charged with defrauding a businesswoman of $1,500 under the guise of facilitating travel to Canada. The victim was sold a fake travel program, but instead found herself enrolled in QNET's marketing scheme. This pattern, using false promises to lure victims into QNET's enrollment, treats across countries. The company has faced legal challenges in Indonesia, Rwanda, Iran, Egypt, and other nations, yet continues operating by changing names and structures. Despite decades of arrests, investigations, and frozen accounts, QNET continues operating for several reasons. Legal ambiguity. India lacks comprehensive legislation specifically targeting MLM pyramid schemes. The Prize, Chits, and Money Circulation Schemes Banning Act is insufficient, and direct selling guidelines are non-binding. International headquarters. With its base in Hong Kong and operations through franchises, QNET keeps key decision-makers beyond Indian jurisdiction. Supreme Court protection. The 2017 stay on all 19 FIIs effectively halted prosecutions nationwide, emboldening the company. Victim complicity. Once enrolled, victims have financial incentive to defend NET and recruit others rather than admit they've been scammed. Rebranding. Operating under various names, GoldQuest, Questanet, Vihan Direct Selling, V-Empire, the company evades scrutiny by constantly changing identities. Behind the statistics lie shattered lives. Ria spent a year recovering from depression. Greg contemplated suicide. Countless others remain trapped, some still recruiting out of desperation to recover losses. Others too ashamed to admit they've been scammed. Families are torn apart when members pressure each other to join. Friendships dissolve when business opportunities are revealed as recruitment schemes. Marriages collapse under the financial strain of losses that can reach lakhs of rupees. As we examine NET's decades-long operation in India, we're left wondering, how can a scheme so obviously fraudulent continue operating despite multiple government investigations? Why have Supreme Court interventions protected alleged pyramid operators? And most troubling, how many of the estimated 30 lakh victims are still out there, silently suffering, too ashamed to come forward? Share your thoughts, and if you've been approached by QNET or similar schemes, warn others in the comments. If this exploration of India's most persistent MLM scam disturbed you, hit like, subscribe to Silent Conspiracy, and ring the bell.